What I'm about to tell you is not a conspiracy theory. It is not political propaganda. It is backed by facts, figures, and systems that have been quietly in place for decades. The government, through taxes, inflation, financial education policy, and monetary systems, has built a world where the wealthy get wealthier automatically, while everyone else runs harder just to stay in the same place. And once you understand exactly how this works, you can never unsee it. Stay until the end because I am also going to show you exactly how to protect yourself and build wealth anyway. Welcome back to Broke No More, where we tell you the financial truths nobody else has the courage to say out loud. If you are new here, subscribe right now, because this channel exists for one reason only: to give ordinary people the knowledge the system never wanted them to have. Proof one: they never taught you about money in school, on purpose. Here is the first proof, and it is the one that hits hardest. You spent 12 to 16 years in school. You learned algebra, Shakespeare, the periodic table, and the history of wars fought hundreds of years ago. But nobody, not one teacher in all those years, sat you down and taught you how income tax works, how compound interest works, how to read a pay slip, how credit scores are calculated, how to invest, how to build wealth. This is not an accident. Financial literacy is not part of the national curriculum in most countries, and it never has been, because a financially educated population is harder to exploit, harder to keep in debt, harder to keep working jobs they hate for wages that barely cover their bills. The banking system needs borrowers. The corporate system needs employees. The consumer economy needs spenders. An educated population that understands compound interest, tax optimization, and passive income threatens all three of those systems simultaneously. They did not forget to teach you about money. They chose not to. Proof two: inflation is a hidden tax on the poor. Here is something most people never connect. Inflation is not just an economic phenomenon. It is effectively a hidden tax. And it hits ordinary people far harder than it hits the wealthy. When governments print more money to fund spending, the value of every dollar already in existence goes down. Prices rise, your grocery bill goes up, your rent goes up, your fuel goes up. But here is the key. Wealthy people do not keep their money in cash. They keep it in assets. Property values go up with inflation. Stock portfolios go up with inflation. Business assets go up with inflation. So when inflation rises, the wealthy actually get richer in real terms because their assets appreciate. Meanwhile, ordinary people, who keep their savings in bank accounts, watch the purchasing power of their money shrink every single year. The same monetary policy that protects and grows the wealth of asset owners systematically erodes the savings of everyone else. This is not a mistake. This is how the system was designed to work. Proof three: the tax system is built to favor the wealthy. Here is a tax fact that most ordinary people never discover. If you go to work every day and earn a salary, you pay income tax at the highest possible rate for your bracket. Every dollar you earn through your labor is taxed first, before you ever see it. But wealthy people who earn money through capital gains, profits from selling investments or assets, pay a significantly lower tax rate in most countries. In the United States, for example, long-term capital gains tax is capped at 20%. Meanwhile, a middle-class worker can pay 22, 24, or even 32% income tax. So the person who works hard every day pays more tax on each dollar earned than the person whose money makes money while they sleep. Beyond that, corporations get tax deductions for business expenses, depreciation, and losses that individual workers simply do not have access to. The wealthier you are, the more legal tools exist to reduce your tax burden. The people who wrote the tax code are the same people who benefit most from it. That is not a coincidence. The debt system is designed to keep you trapped. The modern financial system runs on debt, and ordinary people are its most profitable customers. Credit cards that charge 20 to 30% interest, car loans that stretch 7 years, student loans that follow graduates for decades, buy now, pay later schemes that target young people with zero financial education. Every single one of these products was designed by teams of financial engineers, psychologists, and marketing experts. specifically to extract as much money as possible from people who do not fully understand how the interest compounds. Meanwhile, the banks offering these products borrow money from central banks at near zero interest rates and lend it back to ordinary people at 20%. The spread between what they pay and what they charge is pure profit, extracted from people who were never taught how compound interest works in the first place. Remember proof number one, they never taught you about money in school. Now you can see exactly why that benefits the institutions profiting from your lack of knowledge. Debt is not inherently bad. The wealthy use debt strategically to build assets. But consumer debt, credit cards, personal loans, buy now, pay later, is a wealth extraction machine aimed directly at ordinary people. Proof 5. Consumer culture was engineered to stop you saving. The final proof is perhaps the most personal because it targets your brain directly. Every app on your phone, every billboard you pass, every social media feed you scroll, every streaming service recommendation, every email in your inbox. Billions of dollars are spent every single year by corporations studying human psychology, specifically to make you spend money you do not have on things you do not need. The concept of planned obsolescence, designing products to become outdated or break down after a certain period, was invented specifically to keep you buying repeatedly rather than once. Social media platforms algorithmically promote aspirational lifestyle content, luxury cars, designer clothes, exotic holidays, not because it makes you happy, but because exposure to that content makes you spend more. A person who lives below their means, saves aggressively, and invests consistently is the worst possible customer for this entire system. They buy less, they borrow less, they depend less. The entire consumer economy depends on you spending everything you earn, preferably more than you earn. The system works perfectly. You just were not supposed to notice it. How to beat the system legally. So now you know the system. Here is exactly how to beat it. Step 1. Educate yourself financially. Every hour you spend understanding money, tax, investing, and compound interest is an hour the system loses its power over you. This channel, books, podcasts, use them. Step 2. Buy assets, not liabilities. The wealthy stay wealthy because they own things that appreciate. Stocks, property, businesses. Start with an S&P 500 index fund, even $50 a month. Start building the asset side of your life. Step 3. Use the tax system the same way the wealthy do. Maximize your pension or retirement contributions. These reduce your taxable income. Use tax-advantaged accounts like ISAs, Roth IRAs, or 401ks depending on your country. These are legal tools available to everyone, but most people never use them. Step 4. Eliminate consumer debt aggressively. Every dollar you pay in credit card interest is a dollar transferred directly from your future wealth to a bank's profit. Use the avalanche method. Highest interest first. Get free as fast as possible. Step 5. Reject consumer culture deliberately. Unfollow accounts that make you feel inadequate. Delay every non-essential purchase by 48 hours. Define what enough looks like for you. And stop letting billion-dollar marketing machines define it for you. The system is real, but it is not unbeatable. Millions of ordinary people have walked out of it by simply understanding how it works and making different decisions. So let's recap the 5 proofs that the government and financial system were not designed with your wealth in mind. Proof 1, they deliberately excluded financial education from schools. Proof 2, inflation is a hidden tax that protects asset owners and erodes ordinary savings. Proof 3, the tax system charges workers more than investors. Proof 4, the debt system was engineered to extract wealth from financially uneducated people. Proof 5, consumer culture was built specifically to ensure you spend everything you earn. But here is what I need you to take away from this video. This is not a reason to feel hopeless. This is a reason to feel empowered, because now you know. And knowing is the first move. I have linked the books that opened my eyes to all of this in the description below. Grab any of them through my Amazon link and support this channel at zero extra cost to you. If this video opened your eyes, share it. Because the more people who understand this system, the less power it has over all of us. Subscribe right now. Every week on Broke No More, we give you the real truth about money and the exact tools to build wealth despite the system. Comment below, which proof shocked you the most? I read every single one. You are not broke forever. You are just one move away. This is Broke